Not all cultures are equal. There, I said it. And not all immigration is good. Even legal immigration can be bad. And I get that we have this toxic empathy here in the United States where we think that we just need to allow the entire world to flood our borders and invade our country. However, this is how you cause societal collapse.
Christopher Hale, DNC delegate, wrote, "Deport Priya." Whoa. Now, in most cases, I would agree with those two words together.
But in limited situations.
But in this case, veto. Well, I've talked about this on Change My Mind with quite a few people, and I've talked about it with the people of color in their barbershops, race in the United States of America, and culture in the United States of America, and what it means to be American, and who can actually be American. I think a lot of people just operate under this premise that everyone can be. No, everyone at one point in time was welcome to embrace Americanism, but a lot of the world has rejected it. And by the way, that includes a lot of Europe right now. So now other people are saying this quiet part out loud. We've been saying it for a long time. This is a post from an Indian American, I guess, influencer, Priya Patel. No idea if there's a relation to Cash Patel because it's like Smith.
It's true. Right. It's hard to say.
It's like Smith in the land of throwing poop.
Yeah.
And here she is discussing the importance of culture and how not all cultures and not all immigrants assimilate equally.
Not all cultures are equal. There, I said it. Guess what? All people are created equal under the eyes of God and the law, but not all cultures are equal. This is a simple fact, and I don't understand why it is now a cardinal sin according to the left and some on the right to say this out loud, but it is a fact. You still have cultures today that embrace things like slavery, underage marriage, polygamy, human sacrifice, and not all immigration is good. Even legal immigration can be bad. And I get that we have this toxic empathy here in the United States where we think that we just need to allow the entire world to flood our borders and invade our country. However, this is how you cause societal collapse. When you allow people to move here en masse, as we have, especially from places like the third world, you don't even incentivize, you don't even allow the opportunity for assimilation because these people come here in their own communities, they stay together and just take over American cities. We're allowing our culture and our norms to be completely eroded. These people are coming here, they're not assimilating, and then they're outbreeding us in our own country. And then on top of that, they're committing violent crimes against American citizens and killing us.
Now, I will say, I don't disagree with anything that she's said. She got 2.5 million views for. This is pretty privileged because she's pretty much saying what was said about 3-4 years ago.
But it's we're saying on Tough Crowd.
Yeah, it's what people have been saying for a very long time.
Literally what she said.
But if you're a pretty lady, you will get more plays.
That's right.
Doesn't mean that it's wrong. Also, she was reposted by Elon, so she's going to be baby mama number 18.
Boom! She's next on the list.
Yeah. I really like what you have to say. I've never heard it before.
Want to meet?
Here's my penis. So
check your DMs.
It's bulletproof.
I've got
no, it's not.
I notice all the influencers are like women in their 12s.
Yes. Well, the ones
fat
that
pig with a hair lip and a wig.
The ones that Elon picks. It's very clear.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh, she has good genes. Retweet. It's not bulletproof, Elon.
Who the hell does
my penis is bullet resistant. It's not a good pitch.
Want to see my rocket?
Oh my God, Father. Okay.
Skyrockets in flight.
Afternoon delight.
Delight. This could stop a 30-6.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just saying, Elon, look, he does a lot of good stuff. Maybe the Antichrist. Now, the replies to Patel's post were not friendly. So this just shows the divide where we all go, yeah, that's reasonable. And by the way, let me also point out, it is not hypocritical for her to have the last name Patel and say, by the way, a lot of people with the last name Patel don't assimilate. She can say, I get it. I've benefited from immigrating here. And I still don't think that most people from my country, assuming she is from India or her heritage, I still don't think that most of them will assimilate properly. Yeah. That's not hypocritical.
No, it's not at all. And I bet her dad or family came here and assimilated to this culture based on what they produced.
Yeah.
I would imagine that happened. Somehow in the last 25-ish years, people have just stopped it altogether.
And I would imagine one of her parents is somewhat white.
She's also Christian.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Just found that out.
That's good.
Yeah.
The mother works tech support.
Yes, exactly.
But she's here, which is amazing.
So the replies that are not very nice, you can check the references. Alex Cole wrote, wild take from someone named Patel. It's not. You'd think a family history of immigration would come with a bit more awareness. Hey, how about this? What if someone comes from a long line of racists or Klansmen? Are they allowed to diverge? Are they allowed to say, by the way, I am not my father, my grandfather, I don't share their views? Why in this case do you want to marry someone? Do you want to bond them to a culture that they are rejecting? Isn't it a good thing? It's only hypocritical if you're advocating for something that you don't believe. That's very, like, Nancy Pelosi saying you can't go out. You have to socially distance while she goes into a salon in a particle vortex. That would be hypocritical because she doesn't actually fear it. Daniel Droge wrote, the pick-me energy doesn't work with racists. That's something I always say, too. Like, if women are reasonable, if they have an anti-unfettered immigration stance, or if they are more traditionalist and they have an anti-feminist stance, they go, you're a pick-me girl, like you're a turncoat. These are all very old, tired attacks. Walter Masterson wrote, the white supremacists don't want you. It doesn't matter how much racism you do for them. It's grammatically incorrect. It's also just a stupid statement. Your mother should be ashamed of you. Christopher Hale, DNC delegate, wrote, deport Priya. Whoa. Now, in most cases, I would agree with those two words together.
But in limited situations.
But in this case, veto. And so this is what we were talking about, too, with a lot of young people. And you realize when you watch that Change My Mind installment, young people have never had this conversation. They believe that, what makes someone an American? They want to be here. Well, everyone wants to be here. And I know you'll have some elitist Europeans right now like, not me. Well, we don't care about you. So everyone wants to come to this country. It's a golden ticket. And you don't appreciate anything. You devalue whatever is of value by simply giving it away for free. A lot of young people just operate their fundamental premises. Anyone who wants to come here with no duties, with no requirements, and not even asking why do they want to come here? Do they want to come here because they want to be a part of the United States of America? Or do they want to come here because of free stuff? Do they want to come here to take? There's a huge difference between a pre-welfare state immigration system and a post-welfare state immigration system. There's a huge difference between a pre-30-something trillion dollar debt, because at the time of watching this, I have no idea where it's going to be. It could be well into the 40 trillions when you watch this, and post that. It's, like you ever had a family that has to create a budget? Things get tighter? That's where we are. Anyone acting like they don't understand it is being disingenuous. Yeah. We need to figure out, the conversation here needs to be, what is an American? And that is culture. And by the way, shorthand for culture sometimes is race, sometimes is entire countries, because you have to make broad generalizations to make an informed decision as it relates to safety, as it relates to security. So when I say India, of course it doesn't mean all Indians, every single one on earth, but in general, a country where close to half of the people poop in the streets and throw it in celebration as part of their religious holiday and suckle on their mom's I don't want them here.
Or Tim's mom's.
Oh, still going through the process.
Mom.
Yeah.
Just...
Sounds like Cleveland.
So you. That's why God punished Cleveland by lighting their river on fire.
It happened in Pittsburgh, too. Come on.
That's true.
I was there when it was on fire once.
Were you?
Yeah, I was playing the improv. It was great.
Did they have an improv? Was it hilarities?
No, it was an improv down by what they call the flats, where the smokestacks are and.
I went there one time.
And the fire detector thing went off when I was on stage and water started squirting all over the place.
Because of the river on fire?
No, that had nothing to do with it. This is a different time.
It was another
just
fire.
because it's Cleveland.
I guess my point is it's a shithole.
Yes.
Not Cleveland. I mean the club, buddy.
Yeah.
Improv's
No,
you're right on both
Cleveland as
terms.
well. Cleveland as well.
I can say this. I lived there for a little bit. So.
Did you really?
Yeah, you don't get a Cleveland pass. That's not how that works.
No, it is a pass.
But you can say it because it's a terrible place. It's a terrible place where dreams go to die. Oh, you're still here, which is a miracle in the age of Instagram and shorts. I think you have some shorts up there. You have an attention span that is longer than that of a fruit gnat. So thank you. I'm glad you probably would like it a lot more if you actually head over and subscribe on Rumble. I'm live there 5 days a week, 11 a.m. Eastern, where free speech is still alive. Go to Rumble. Get off the social media ghetto that is YouTube, with a lot of homosexual activity here on YouTube. There may be some on Rumble, but I haven't seen it.